Hi guys, and welcome back to another The Walking Dead thing. What is the thing, Trin?
We are watching the finale after show, which I'm really very excited for.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed. Someone asked if we could watch it. I looked it up, tried to find where we could watch it. Apparently, it was only on AMC Plus as part of the Talking Dead thing that people have been trying to get us to watch, like throughout the seasons.
Yeah.
It was just one thing too many for us at the time. But since we're on a little break, we can do this one because it's going to be, I guess, a combination of everything. I would expect.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it other than there's going to be some talking and some maybe reunions or maybe advertisements for other things coming up. Don't normally like expectation spoilers or anything like that, but I'm guessing everyone else watched this when it finished.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch it too. We're getting around it. I don't mind knowing about stuff that's upcoming. I just don't want to be told anything that happens within it, or if it's good or bad or whatever.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to get into it. We don't really do these things usually, but I mean, we were on this journey for so long. I feel like we'd be idiots for not doing this one at least. Are you ready to watch it, Trin?
Yes, please.
All right then, let's get cozy and watch the video.
Let's go.
And that was it, my friends, the series finale of The Walking Dead. It had all the elements that made us fall in love with this iconic show so many years ago. Sheer terror, moments of shocking twists, unbelievable heartbreak. And then that gave way to hope, heroism, some major surprises, including
Guessing this is
appearances
live.
by Rick and Michonne. In the end, though, this emotional journey reminded us all that even though the series is over, our love for these characters is undying. And also, there's so much story left to tell. Tonight, we're going to celebrate this groundbreaking series with cast members, both past and present, everyone behind the scenes that made this show such a massive hit. And of course, you, the fans, because without you, literally none of us would be here tonight. We're going to be diving into everything about the
Wonder if
finale.
anyone in our community
So many of your favorite
actually
Walking
went
Dead
to this.
Stars are here. Huge surprises, cast reunions, so much more. So, without further ado, live from the Orpheum Theater.
Yeah, there you go, live then. Yeah.
Chris Hardwick.
Yay!
Oh, there's Dawn. It's a shame we couldn't fit in all the Talking Deads, but that was just yeah. It's either that or another show, you know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we can't do everything.
Hello. What a fancy theater. Such a fancy theater. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for being here live. And thank you for everyone at home. Conversations beginning. We want to hear from you. Tweet us. Hit us up on Instagram at AMC Talking Dead. Go to Talking Dead's Facebook page. And now, to start off this incredible night, please, let's get into it and welcome executive producers Angela Kang, Scott M. Gimple, Greg Nicotero.
I know the name Greg Nicotero. He does Fear the Walking Dead as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know any of the other two.
There they are. That was a
Oh, the music.
Lauren Cohan and Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Hey! What, Negan and Maggie?
I'm already crying. Stop me.
And
They're two of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life.
Norman Reedus. Oh, and Melissa.
Okay,
Oh.
King and Queen. I like the way she's pretending to struggle going down the stairs. She's about to kill everybody in here.
good to see you. Oh, all right. Congratulations.
Oh, look at her.
They started big.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
here. I'm going to start.
I only hope Daryl can do me a favor and talk up like Norman Reedus, because he's so hard to edit.
Yeah. All right.
This is so
All right.
incredible. Let's first start off with executive producers. Angela, for this series finale, what was important for you to accomplish?
I think there's so much that needed to be wrapped up, and so we really couldn't give every single storyline the exact amount of weight. And we were really
Yeah, I felt
looking
that.
for an overall sense of the emotion and the family ties of this group. But, you know, it's this story of Daryl and Judith and Carol and everybody kind of coming around to try to save this child and then ultimately deciding to save this community, I think was really important. And then obviously, like, Rosita's big story, and Christian's amazing in it, and Maggie and
Rosita.
Negan had some business to wrap up, and
I think she
and
did
those were
a-
kind
she
of
did
the
a
keys,
good
but we tried to
job
give
then,
everybody
really.
a moment in the sun, and I think everybody who's in the episode
Always
just
hard
had great moments to shine.
to end a
Well,
show like this.
congratulations. Let me just say congratulations to you. Amazing job, Angela.
Could have been so much worse in the
So-
wrong hands.
Norman, just talking about Daryl's first line and last line of the show. His first line was "son of a bitch," but his last line was "I love you."
Yeah,
So,
the same.
Could you talk a little bit about that arc?
I think it makes perfect sense, actually. He showed up on the show, and he was a completely different person than how he ended. And, you know, he walks in a hothead, and these people changed him. She changed him. His friends changed him. They gave him a sense of purpose. And, you know, it makes perfect sense. I
It's a
wouldn't
good
have done
arc.
it any other way. You know?
Melissa, what do you remember most about shooting the scene between Daryl and Carol at the lake?
How excruciating it was, and going into it, I knew it was going to be really hard because we were so close to wrapping. This was one of the last scenes I would ever have with him. It was
Aw.
me talking to Norman, Carol talking to Daryl, and it was
Painful.
It was one of the most honest scenes I've ever done.
She is having tears
I mean,
in
it
her
is.
eyes.
We're talking
Yeah.
about like 12 years.
Yeah.
You know, like literally 12 years. I mean, I've said like I've never had a job for our show's 11 years. I've never had a job that long. You know, like, it's like a piece of your life. You know, and talking about directing this.
Yeah, I feel like he's
episode,
about to
Greg,
cry.
this must have felt more emotional than just a normal episode. Did you feel the weight of it, or do you have to push that aside to just get through it?
No, I felt the weight. You know, like you were saying, it's 12 years. You know, I got hired a year before the show was sold to AMC, working with Frank Darabont and developing the zombie stuff. So it's been a third of my career on The Walking Dead. So I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. But for the last 12 years and however many, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm with Norman, but
Yeah.
it's actually a pretty good gig. But I'll be honest, you know, I felt the responsibility. I felt the responsibility to the crew who are all there. Ryan and Roberto and everybody is there. And it really, you know, I felt a responsibility to the people that we started the show with. And then I felt a responsibility to the actors to really take us out. And of course, Scott and Angela, who led the charge for a decade. So it was a lot. And, you know, I didn't know if I was going to make it, but, you know, thanks to everybody around me, you know, we really went into it like, you know, we're going out strong. So
Yeah.
it was a pretty great
If it's
experience. So
if it's
what do you
fun,
guys
it
think?
doesn't
Like,
feel
that was the first
like
time
hard
that
work,
I've
does
seen
it?
a format.
Yeah.
This is a great way to see it.
Pretty great.
This is a pretty great way to see it in a historic theater on a giant screen with
Right.
with a ton of people.
You know what? We should start again and just show it here.
Yeah.
That would be like start to finish.
Start to finish the whole entire series.
Wait, you talking about from episode 1?
That's what
I'm up for
it'll
that.
be
I'll go.
177 hours,
Yep.
but I think you guys got it in you,
Plenty of
right?
bathrooms here. There's popcorn. Not going to be a problem.
We'll form our own civilization, is what I'm saying.
There were a lot of things. There were a lot of like heavy emotional things in this episode. Obviously, Lauren, the Negan finally apologizing for Glenn's death, which felt like
Yeah,
it was
that was
going
sweet
to
moment.
happen, and then I thought maybe it's not, and then of course it did.
Yeah.
So what did that mean for you?
I don't know. it was such a long awaited thing. It's something I think probably felt never would happen. I like that it was at such an interesting moment, at such an unexpected moment, and I like that. You know, me as Lauren feels one way about it. Me as Maggie feels
Yeah,
similarly, but quite
I guess that's very, very different. Yeah.
I think that it's too much. I don't know what to say. I'm just going to be real. I don't know what to say.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think her answer was very fair. How she responds to him.
I'm on such a tangent mentally right now because it's only just starting to really process this whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's great. So I just want to like announce that this is really, really cool. And this is a really big moment. And wouldn't it be exciting if we could just binge the show in a giant theater all together?
all the
See,
time.
that's
I've
two votes.
been all night. I've been like, be in the moment, stay present, be in the moment.
Yeah,
you know, this
yeah.
is special. This is like historic television
I'm in the
land.
moment, but there's like these little creatures over here
Yeah.
putting me in different places.
That's
But
me.
anyway,
That would be me.
that's you and you.
It would
and all
be
of you,
hard
yeah.
to explain
I think
emotionally
it's pretty
what it would
magical,
mean.
but magical.
'Cause it
I
didn't
think it's
actually happen
pretty,
to her.
It was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And Negan apologized, and I like the way
It was
kind of
magical.
played out. It was magical.
By the way, the day we shot that scene, that we had a 4-hour lightning delay.
Oh my gosh, that was that day.
So we
Yeah.
were sitting around, we showed up to work, and we had a 4-hour delay, so nobody could get out of their cars. And I'm like, okay, everybody, ready, and we just had to jump in. So
Ready and wait.
Yeah.
4 hours for this
people went to like Waffle House to have lunch while we were waiting.
just waiting
Yeah.
for like one of the most emotionally poignant moments of
Yeah.
the show. I mean, Jeff, can you like? Are there moments that you treasure? Do you have a treasure chest of thoughts and moments from
Everything.
this entire experience?
From just the Walking
Yeah.
Dead experience? I mean,
People.
Yeah.
I think what I'll take away from this more than anything is how important it's been to not just me and not just everyone up here, but what it's meant to our families and our friends. It's a lot. It's been an emotional ride, and now that it's coming to an end, I think trying to process it has been a lot. One that have completely ignored, and I haven't wanted to process, and so I hadn't seen any of the last 8 episodes, and so tonight was. I got to go back and now watch the previous 7.
It's on AMC Plus, by the way.
What happened in the show?
I had this big plan
What did I
of,
do?
like, kind of sitting alone in a dark room and watching 8 hours of television, and it's really hard it's hard with my kids, yeah. And it was so good, and I just, it's really hard. What I take from the Walking Dead experience is that I've gained so many friends and that are part of my family now, and my family feels the same way, and this audience of the world who has watched this show, and to be part of something kind of so special and intimate with.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is, and it's been amazing to watch it from my
Yeah, there
vantage
was an
point
audio
and
blip
watch
there, but I-
Yeah.
everyone grow and develop and go off and do things and watch their characters evolve. And I mean, there's so many more people coming out tonight that I'm excited to talk to as well. We're going to be joined by more of the cast, including Michonne herself, Denai Gurira.
Oh.
Hey!
Surprise appearances that you will not want to miss, and exclusive info about all the highly anticipated spin-offs. But first, here are some messages we received from celebrity fans expressing their love for The Walking Dead. Check it out.
I have seen The Walking Dead 2.5 times all the way through. I'm currently
Only
on
2.5 times?
The second time of watching season
Me and Trin did it
11.
once.
I would for sure
Yeah.
survive all 11 seasons if I was on The Walking Dead.
Congratulations to The Walking Dead on an amazing run. Thank you to all the people in front of the camera, behind the camera. You've got so many fans. You've got fans who weren't even born before the show debuted. So we just want to say thanks. Oh my gosh. Oh no. It's a walker.
Come on.
Yeah. Smiling Walker.
Thank you to the amazing cast and crew of The Walking Dead. For
Oh,
making
look
the
at that.
greatest TV shows
Jerry.
in
Hey, look at
television
that.
history. My personal memory of the show was I did a movie called Unaccompanied Minors. In it was
Never seen
Tyler
that
James
one.
Williams, one of the
No.
stars. He was an adorable
Oh, Noah.
kid. You guys had him on the
Oh,
show for a
yes.
while. And when you killed him, you put him in a revolving door, and you didn't just kill him.
I remember
you
his
literally
name
had
this time.
zombies tear his face off. So thanks for that horrifying memory and erasing of the wonderful experience I had on that movie. But the greatest show ever. Can't thank
Am
you
I
all
out of touch? I
enough.
don't know who this guy is.
I'm gonna miss you.
I don't know him
Lots
either.
of love. Keep on zombieing it up somewhere else.
With everything
Hey.
we beat, everything we've endured, no matter what comes next,
Why, it's been such a long journey, man.
that bigger world is ours. This journey must be completed.
Many iconic scenes.
The beginning.
Get ready!
Yeah, because you've got more stuff to come. Yeah, it is. So's my waistline.
The only way this works is if we trust each other.
Dead City.
And we know about the Daryl Dixon one.
Storm coming.
Rick and Michonne, everyone told us it was
Yeah.
coming at the end of the last episode.
We gotta get out of here.
You don't know.
I don't want to see this one. No way. Is she coming back, bro?
Well, yeah.
I guess.
We're going to remake the world.
I can't wait to tell everyone I knew it.
Well, I mean, we didn't see her actually die, so we knew.
No, and I didn't have any doubt she would come back. But it was just a matter of time, really. But yeah.
Hey everyone, Walking Dead superfan Carrie Underwood here. I absolutely loved being on this ride with you as an audience
Who's Carrie
member
Underwood?
and can't thank the hardworking
Audience
cast and
member,
crew enough.
apparently.
I'll never forget being on Talking Dead and trying to convince the viewers at home that I could survive in the apocalypse. I have a machete. I know how to use it. My songs are quite aggressive at times.
Oh, she's a singer then. My song.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What's up, Walking Dead family? This is Walking Dead enthusiast CM Punk. Huge fan of the show for many, many years. I just wanted to say a big congratulations to everybody. That's why I say family. I mean everybody behind and in front of the camera.
Went from being a super fan to being a part of the world, directing episodes on Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and Walking Dead World Beyond.
know
It's
her
been
face.
an exquisite joy, both to
Oh, I know her.
watch
Yeah, she
this
was
world
friends.
unfold
They're friends.
And then to
Oh,
help
yeah,
it unfold
yeah,
further. And thank you to everybody, to the cast, to the crew, to the creatives, to the producers, to the writers, to everybody who built this
I want to see
extraordinary
Tobin.
experience.
How do we even begin to say
other people.
goodbye to this wonderful thing that has meant so much to us? I just really don't know how. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me take this great ride with you. What a gift it has been.
Congratulations to
Terry
everyone
Crews.
involved with The Walking Dead for an incredible run. It's been an amazing 11 seasons.
He would have been a good Mercer.
Created a real, a world that you inhabited, a world that people love, and a
Oh, the
world
chocolate
that people
pudding.
will never forget.
Yeah, Carl Papa. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
We are back. Welcome more about Walking Dead superfans expressing their thanks and admiration for everyone in front of and behind the camera who played a part in creating The Walking Dead. By the way, please let's have a big hand for the crew and producers who have brought this show to life all these years. Now joining us on stage, Cooper Andrews, Kari Payton, Cassidy McClincy, Ross Marquand, Seth Gilliam, Josh McDermott.
Hey, whoa,
first
whoa,
off,
whoa, whoa.
Cooper, Jerry survived.
Look at Lydia.
This is great.
Look at Eugene.
Look at your man. Look.
Ah, yeah, Jerry.
How emotional
No
were you
beard.
your last day of shooting?
Very, very emotional. Nadine, she said, "What are you gonna say?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm gonna be crying, and my goal is to make sure everyone else cries with me." I got close, Norman. I almost got you. This close. Yeah, he was hiding it. And then Kaylee, looking down at her, she's like, "Well, we're going to Disney World, and you can come with us if you want to." I look at Cassidy. I looked at OK, and I was like, "You guys want to do Disney World?" And we're like, "Yeah." So right after we wrapped, after all the confetti, they thought I was joking. I'm like, "Get in the car. We're going to Disney World." That's how I had to deal with it.
That's fantastic.
Aww. He's wholesome.
Cassidy.
Wholesome in real life. He wasn't playing a character.
Reunited,
No.
So this is also good, hopeful news.
Love prevails.
What do you think their future looks like?
Oh gosh. Well, hopefully good. I don't know. Lydia's she's never really seen healthy relationships with her mom. Her mom killed her dad, and then there was the whole Negan nastiness. But I don't know. Maybe they'll just fight the world together. Maybe go off, leave the community. And maybe she will get like an arm attachment. I was thinking like a pizza cutter.
Oh, wow.
I think that would be innovative and something new and exciting. Yeah.
Well, also, when I talked to Josh, Eugene went through quite an evolution.
Oh,
What do you
Eugene,
look
wow.
back on most fondly?
He was so hated early on, wasn't he?
I mean, I love the
Yeah.
fact that Eugene was the last one standing. I mean,
It looks a bit like Val Kilmer now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
I mean,
dashing.
for sure, but I guess they edited the part out where he shot everybody, and
Oh, that's weird. Yeah,
he was like, "I won."
I won.
He thought he was in a Dungeons and Dragons game. No, but just the fact that, like, I thought he was gonna go the moment he admitted to not having the cure, that he wasn't a scientist. I thought, like, Scott Campbell was gonna be like, and here's the next script. Thank you for your service. And,
Yeah, that was sketchy.
But that was great. But then also the fact, I loved the fact that I got to play a guy with a nasty mullet on TV. That was really cool. It really evolved into a nice, beautiful rat tail, but I stole that mullet.
Yeah.
I broke into the hair and makeup trailer with a crowbar.
Billy
Sorry,
Ray
Thomas.
Cyrus.
But I took the mullet.
Oh, he actually
and
kept
now
it.
it is just a beautiful flourish that is exploding. It looks amazing tonight.
Thanks, Fred.
And Kari, your reaction to Ezekiel getting to rule the Commonwealth with Mercer.
Yeah,
That's cool.
They just
so
keep pushing
handsome.
him out to the front of the line. I tried to get Angela to give
He's better
him
looking
a
in real
moniker
life.
other than governor. We've got a lot of bad blood when it comes to governors. I don't, at least all my kids are dead, so they don't have to worry about me keeping them in the back, in a cage, rattling around. But I don't know. Mostly it's about. I guess it's cool to have, a redemptive story. He finally, kind of climbed back out of that kingdom gutter of, feeling so guilty for all of his people dying, and I think he came out pretty good. He's got Mercer, which is just another, big strong thing, that's orange and black, sitting next to him. Exactly. If he was gonna have a replacement for Shiva, I think Mercer's a pretty good one.
And then, Seth, can you talk about what it meant to you that Gabriel was the one to open the gates to save the citizens?
Yeah, it meant a great deal to me that that the storytellers found a way to bring Gabriel's story back full circle.
Full circle, because
in the
he
end,
locked
from
them out of the
where,
church, didn't he?
Where you meet him at. And, it was one of those things. I did not, I have to admit,
He
I didn't
became
think-
so cool.
I did not read the comics, the graphic novels, so I did not think that Father Gabriel would last more than like 3 episodes. I thought
Neither
he was
did I,
Walker
bro.
bait if ever
Same.
there was. So, the fact that he's, in the end, one of the people who is a catalyst for saving people, whereas when you first meet him, he's
Amazing arc.
trying to deal with the shame of letting people die was really was a very dear thing for me to read when I first read the script.
And by the way, hearing you mention the comics makes me realize we absolutely need to have a huge hand for Robert Kirkman.
Graphic novels, I think you'll find.
Without this
actually,
incredible,
perhaps.
iconic comic series that changed television and certainly my life, and I just want to express my appreciation and admiration. And Ross, I remember when you first came on the show, it's like, oh, Ross, this guy's really funny. He does great impressions. He's got such
Aaron.
such great fun energy, and we have mutual friends. And
Red Skull.
and then here we are all these years later. You're on the stage, Aaron survives. And can you talk about...
we wanted to kill him.
What the biggest
he wanted to
impact
take
for
his
the show
stuff.
has been for you?
I was in such a crappy place when I got this job. I was in insane debt. I was a big fan of the show, and then I got this thing, and it literally saved my life in so many ways. And
Wow, yeah, I bet.
Amazing.
And I know he's dealing with stuff right now, but he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Apparently they caught
I
it
didn't
pretty
think it was
early,
gonna
so yeah.
last this long for any of us, honestly. And
Are they blocking out stuff they shouldn't be allowed to say?
I think he said shit or something.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck me. You're allowed to swear. Look at him.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just grateful. I'm just really grateful for all of it,
Well,
It's been a
we're
wild ride.
grateful to have you here, and obviously the fans are grateful as well. There's plenty more coming up. We're going to talk with the cast, more surprises, reunions. But first, after 12 years, 11 seasons, and 177 episodes, let's slow things down and say a final
177.
farewell to all those.
Yeah.
All
I
that
think-
we've lost, I think. In memoriam, okay. No.
Jules.
Yeah, okay. Are we going in reverse order then? Or?
Yeah, we're going with the
Luke.
last, from the last ones. Yeah. I mean, Rosita was actually.
But why is the music? I don't know. It's not sad enough.
It's more wholesome music, kinda.
I mean, yeah, they're brave deaths.
Yeah.
Oh, that bit and that. Oh, yeah, forget about that. Well, I did forget about it. I chose to. Hero babysitter. Oh.
Aww.
Messing with the wrong mama, Walkers. I call grips on Coco Walker. Oh, Walker Hornsby.
Hornsby, yeah.
He's a great character.
Fuel.
Oh, are we gonna say rest in peace to Fuel? Fuel's Russian. Oh, they just let that thing fly, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was really cool. Oh, is this the bit where she tries to stay away from the windows?
That was crazy.
A fight. I'm not letting anyone get in our way or slow us down.
Don't do this to me. She's going to be on stage soon, isn't she?
I just love you so much. Probably. I love you.
God damn.
I'm done.
I'm not ready yet.
This is too soon.
And Judith picked up on it, didn't she?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Rosita Espinosa.
That was the rest of the title of the last episode, I guess.
Was it ...
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
I was like, oh, that would have been really cheeky.
Please welcome to the stage, Rosita herself, Kristen Serrano!
Hey.
Okay, try not to
Calm
gush.
down, Rob.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I just saw her coming out looking like that.
All right, you can gush. She's so beautiful.
She looks totally different.
Yeah.
With makeup on, she looks completely different. So let's face it, she looked fire without makeup.
Welcome back to Talking Dead, the Walking Dead finale. We're here at the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles. As you can see, there are fans from all around the world celebrating tonight's series with us. Thank you so much. Fans who have made The Walking Dead the pop
is that
culture
actually Glenn at the
phenomenon
top
that it
there?
is,
Is that
both here at home
lookalike?
and
Glenn and Daryl
internationally.
lookalike, I think.
We
Yeah,
are
probably.
back with Christian Serratos, who joined us right before the break. Also, Eleanor Matsura, Nadia Hilker, Angel Theory, Lauren Ridloff. But let's talk about
Connie.
Rosita reaction. Serena143 on Twitter. As heartbroken as I am about Rosita, I'm so thankful she has been given so many beautiful moments and not a quick goodbye. Nellie Bell 3379. I'm so crushed about Rosita. I'm just glad she and Coco had some time together. Man, I mean, it was hard. It was enough of a gut punch as it was, but also as a new parent, seeing you with Coco.
That was
heartbreaking. I mean,
Yeah.
is it true that it was your idea that Rosita would not survive
holding
the
her
finale?
arms.
I didn't want to survive the show. I thought the show needed a really emotional ending. I thought that it made the happy ending that we had so much stronger, to kind of have our hearts broken one last time. It also made so much
you're
sense
wrong.
for the character. I mean, she was so
Come
willing
back.
to die for her loved ones and the family that she's acquired. And so after making sure that her child is safe, it just,
Magna.
you know, that she lives up to those sentiments, I think is really great. And
Yeah.
also as me, the actor, I wanted some closure because, you know, being an actor is kind of psychological. And I've been playing this character for a very long time. And I wasn't going to see her ever again. So it was really, I needed that closure.
just to be able to shut the chapter and,
Yeah.
and be able to move on.
Mhm.
Well, it was a very hard death on the show.
No,
but it was
there's
beautifully
no-
played.
there's no
You
spin-off.
can see the fans here and all over. Just
Come
adore
back,
you.
Rosita.
So it's just incredible to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
And I'd love to. Yes.
We didn't
please.
see her get stabbed in the head, did we?
And also, there were other deaths to show that were also gut wrenching. I mean, Angel, how intense was it shooting Luke's death scene?
Yeah, that
It was
a
so
horrible to
weird
watch.
because we started as this just this group. We came in together and we had this thought that we'll finish this together as a family. And having him even there on the bed, we actually started really crying. But it's hard with Dan because he's such a comedian. And he's making us laugh, so we're like, we're sobbing, but now we're laughing. It was just, we didn't even know, it was so much mixed emotions, but it was sad for Luke to go for all of us, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing too, Chris, that was our first scene of the first day of the finale.
Oh my God.
It
Oh,
was
wow.
literally the first day. So
Really?
That's
everybody
nuts.
shows up, and within 20 minutes, the girls were just a wreck. They were hysterical, crying.
Who's snorting?
Dan was there, and I remember walking over to the monitor with Angela, and I went, "This is our finale." They did such a brilliant job of expressing what it's like to lose somebody that you love, and we did it the first scene, the first day, and I remember walking over and saying, "Yeah, we got something amazing here," and it was because of the way that they gave everything they had.
Yeah,
And we
we did.
shot it for 17 hours.
We did.
So by the end, there was no more tears, but they all did such a
Well,
magnificent job.
we have to have a huge round of applause for Luke and Jules, Dan Fogler and Alex Scandetti, who almost made it to the end.
Almost.
I saw Elijah.
I'd love to ask
in the-
Eleanor and Nadia.
In the audience?
Yeah.
Your reaction to
Aw.
Yumiko and Magna getting back together, finally.
Hey.
Oh, there was already a lot of heartache on the show. I think there was.
Thanks, babe.
I think there was.
She's so sweet.
I think there was an early draft of the script where Magna at the end had a new girlfriend.
Oh.
And I read it and I went, absolutely not. And I called Angela and I said, please, can we change that? And can we give them a happy ending? Like I said, there's enough heartache on the show, and I just felt like this relationship, we started the show together, just like Angel said, and it's meant the world to us. And I wanted to make sure that we tied it up in a way that I felt was fitting for them.
Yeah. So also, Angela, thank you so much for
Rewriting.
Yeah,
us.
baiting
Of
her.
course, I was teetering on the brink anyway, so I was like, oh, yeah, let's give him a happy ending.
Yeah,
So-
oh God, come on.
I mean, it must feel nice that you're constantly had to give people bad news. Well, this is going to happen to your character. Sorry about that. And then finally, hey, guess what? Here's a happy thing that gets to happen.
I mean, there were a variety of wishes for this episode, and we tried to grant a lot of
Yeah,
them.
you can't give them all, though.
Well, also, Lauren Ridloff is here, who
Hey.
who just is doing so many wonderful, amazing things.
I don't know if she can talk,
Was there
can
a
she?
moment, Lauren, where you officially felt like part of the Walking Dead
I don't know.
family?
Yeah,
she just
there was a
signs,
moment that
okay.
actually
Yeah.
happened. It wasn't while I was on set, but it happened off set. I don't know if people know this, but what the Walking Dead cast does, they host death dinners, and usually it's at Melissa's place.
She's so
And
beautiful.
I remember that's when a character dies on the show, and we all gather and come together to say goodbye to that character. So the first time that I went to Melissa's house, I brought my own interpreter at that time, which was fine. And then the second time, we were saying goodbye to Alden, or Callan. And my regular interpreter was out of town, and I remember just thinking, well, this is kind of awkward because at the dinner it's very intimate, and I didn't want to bring in some new random interpreter to this dinner.
Aw.
So I was weighing whether or not to show up, and I thought I just might show up and say hi and then bye. But when I arrived to Melissa's house, the first person ran up to me and said, "Hey," it was Norman. He came up and welcomed me, and I realized, you know, it had been a while. This is post-COVID, so it had been a while since I'd seen Norman. And it was a nice welcome. And then I was shocked to see there was not one, but 3 interpreters just sitting there waiting
They all
at
learn.
Melissa's house. And it was in that gesture was felt. And it meant that they just knew that, you know, there should be an interpreter there, you know, at any
3.
event, not
3 of
just
them.
on set, but also offset. So I think that moment.
I thought she was going to say that Norman had learned sign language very, very quickly, and he was interpreting
Thank you
for
for
her.
that. Thank you for everybody.
That's so
people
sweet.
here.
Wonderful. So, you know, Christian, because you joined the show with Josh, was your finale scene with him, did it have extra weight to it? Did it feel more emotional?
Totally. You know, she says it at the end, I'm glad it was you, and there's really no other option. I mean, I think it hit so much harder, it's so much more beautiful that it was me and him. Don't do it.
Yeah, stop crying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
trying not
we
to
can't
cry.
talk about it, really.
Well, we have somebody here before we go to break who just wanted to bring you something special for your incredible performance tonight. Please welcome Michael Cutlitz!
Which was that? Oh my God, Abraham! I didn't know his real name. Real name.
We're going to talk to this man when we return. More surprises. More
Hey.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I never really absorbed his actual name.
No, me neither.
Wow.
This is the waves of emotion
Yeah.
for us.
Welcome back. So great
He's
to
sticking
be here.
around, right?
You guys have gotten to be at Hollywood
I
Forever
hope so.
Cemetery, the Greek Theater, now the Orpheum. It's very special. Earlier this season, The Walking Dead partnered with the free visual communication and collaboration platform Canva to give fans the opportunity to showcase their love of The Walking Dead. After a contest featuring art from fans all over the US and Canada, you voted and picked 5 winners who are here with us tonight. Fan First Art has always been a huge part of the Walking Dead fandom, and we're very honored to showcase the pieces of winning
Oh, the
artwork
Maggie and
here.
Glenn one.
The Walking Dead Canva collection features new selfie filters to celebrate the finale episode. It's available at canva.me/TWD. Please make sure and check it out tonight. And now, please welcome Michael Cutlitz, Michael James Shaw, Paola Lazaro,
I use Canva.
Marco
It's actually really, really good.
Lila Robinson, Josh Hamilton.
Not sponsored.
Hey.
Hey,
Yes,
look,
sir.
yeah. Hey, oh, look at that.
Princess.
The princess. Wow.
Mr. Cutlitz, your reaction to Rosita and her story.
Oh, look.
Oh, it's like, finally. No, I thought it was wonderful storytelling. To see her get sort of swarmed like that and, you know, bust out is just, it's an awesome, exciting moment. But in the back of your mind, you're kind of like, come on. Somebody must. You're like, all right, I'll go with it. And then to find out that she did get bitten.
Yeah, yeah.
Is,
That's what I was thinking.
I think it's a payoff for the story, but also it just speaks to the way that, you know, Angela and Scott tell these stories. You know, you get pulled along for the ride, and we're with the characters, and, you know, Christian, you know, Rosita, we've been with her for
Pamela
a
can
while.
leave.
And, you know, running around being a badass with the baby. I just found it incredibly satisfying. Incredibly satisfying.
Margot, Max and Eugene got a happy ending.
Yeah, they did.
So, how do
No,
you
no, I
feel
think
about
Eugene
that?
got the happy ending. Am I right?
Great. It was really exciting because our baby was actually a Walking Dead baby.
What?
It was Kari's son.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
I don't think I knew that.
That's cool, man.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was very exciting that
They
they
called
trusted
her
me with their
Rosie.
child.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was
I already got an IMDb credit. Fantastic.
And also the dress that I wore in that scene was actually my mom's maternity dress.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Well, that's
so that was
sweet.
really special.
That's
And
sweet.
I know that she hates that dress, but sorry, Mom.
Now it's a part of Walking Dead history. Michael, how does it feel that Mercer and Ezekiel have teamed up to lead the Commonwealth?
I think it's a beautiful thing to come full circle from
Oh,
how we met.
He's such a
With
badass.
that tension
Yeah.
in the earlier episodes, and to see two brothers come together and lead the Commonwealth, that's something special.
Two brothers.
Oh, so his actual name is Michael.
And with our newfound power, I think it's time to turn the Milton Hotel into a dispensary. Calm these people down.
He's so cool, he doesn't even need to wear a shirt. Look.
No.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's the one thing that no one's tried to like smoke out a zombie yet. Like, that's the one thing. It's like
Hotbox them,
Like earlier on in the series, they take off their arms, take out their teeth, whatever. No one's been like, here, just this is a special blend.
Special blend.
Zombies and munchies.
That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point.
They don't even. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I just can't stop eating the living. But Paula, beautiful reunion with Mercer. Can you talk about filming that?
I can, and I will.
Hey. Wow.
Because Greg directed the episode, and I'm watching in Video Village how they did the explosion, and that was amazing. So then there's that moment where I come in and I jump into Mike's arms, into
Oh,
Mercer's
yeah,
arms.
she did.
And so we do a take.
Climbed him like a
and
tree.
then I come back, and Greg is like, you just squealed. And I was like, what do you mean? Apparently, in that take, I ran and I squealed as I'm jumping into his arms. And I don't blame myself. Who wouldn't squeal?
Yeah.
I stand by my squeal.
I stand by my squeal.
Josh Hamilton, well played this season, and
Yeah, he did really well.
Yeah, he did a very good.
come back in the series
villain.
finale as a Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so happy about that. When I died, I was like, I don't get to.
He looks like the guy who played Marty
I don't know
McFly's
if
dad.
Did you know that I was going to come back as a Walker, Angela? Or...
I didn't know until very late in the game, and we're like, it'd be cool because he would come home to her.
Yeah, because I made a joke at one point. I was like, they should just, in one of the last scenes, they should just see him wandering around, And then I got the call to do it, and I was so psyched, because who doesn't want to play a zombie? Usually when you're breaking down a script or trying to figure out how to play, you're like, okay, what are my wants? What do I really want? What's my second want? And with a Walker, it's so simple. Like, you know exactly
Yeah,
what
you know.
want.
What's my motivation?
Your objective is just like so clear.
Your motivation, you know exactly what that is. And Lila, it seemed like in that last moment, Pamela was contemplating letting Hornsby just bite her. Was that?
Yeah, she was nearly.
Is that what you got?
It seemed like it. It seemed like she was just like, just ready to.
Yeah, she
You know,
turned
when
her
you
head
thought
like
the most
that.
beloved character in America.
Yeah.
The most beloved
Limited options how to go forward into the future.
Aw.
You're not only the most hated person in America, perhaps the planet, or perhaps the universe, actually. So I think she's feeling kind of under the gun. And, everyone's betrayed her. Max, the son's dead. And it's almost like Hornsby's like a magnet.
Yeah.
Greg was just saying it was like a love scene, like people running through the
It
field.
is, but it was
towards each
weird.
other. Except
They
that I'm
always
being
had
drawn
some
to Hornsby
weird
like a
scenes
magnet.
together.
And then because I'm so overwhelmed, by the situation and the fact that I've shot this child. So it's almost like surrendering to the inevitable.
Right.
It's weird
And
to
that
see
moment
him
of sort
looking
of
like this.
relaxation of almost enjoying it, like
Yep.
it's over finally.
And they're like, no,
and
you
then
don't.
Judith says something, and it's like, oh my God, she's alive.
Yep.
So everything turns there.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, hey, everything's fine, guys, right? Oh, okay, no, I'm going to jail. All right, fine. Fine. Before we go to break, don't forget to sign up for AMC Plus to get access to episodes of The Walking Dead, including bonus episodes of Season 11, plus catch up on other amazing series you'll enjoy. Coming up, we have an exclusive first look at the Daryl spinoff, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon.
Oh, I don't know.
Teaser. Yeah, we do.
Well, we know it exists. I'm all up for a little taste.
City.
Yeah.
Plus,
And the Dead City.
promise, and it's still happening. Denai Guerrera will be joining us later tonight. We'll be
Denai
right back on Talking
Queen.
Dead.
Yeah, we get to see Michonne back.
Hey, it's Steven.
No.
Congratulations on 11
Come on.
seasons. Holy shit. Walking Dead was some of the best times of my life. It was such an honor, a privilege, and a blessing.
And he hasn't
to be a part of
aged
the
a
show.
day.
I hope you share in my sentiments. Congratulations. Enjoy your evening. I love y'all.
Why aren't you here?
Bye.
Oh, he's probably off working, doing other things.
I think it's
Cheating.
The Walking
Season
Dead
11
finale.
cast,
That was a message from the one and only Stephen Yun. And now it is my pleasure to introduce, united together for the first time on television, Kaylee Fleming, Chandler Riggs, and for the first time ever on Talking Dead, because we didn't do this the first season, Lori herself, Sarah Wayne Callihan.
Oh, really?
Wow, we got Carl and Judith and Mum.
What is up?
Wow, Laurie, not gonna lie, looking kind of, yeah.
And she didn't age either, to be
No,
honest.
she looks exactly the same age. I prefer Carl's hair in this one.
Yeah.
With coral. I love the fact that Negan came over, got to hug the kids.
Sarah's meeting a lot of people for the first time. Thank you for being here. It's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, of course. I mean, what is it like being back with everyone and your Walking Dead kids?
I could burst into tears at any second. Super emotional. I mean, this young man has just told me that he shot his first short film, and so he's grown into
Hey, that's cool.
an incredible human being in the time that we've known each other. This bright light. I don't
Wow,
watch
he
the
grew
show.
up.
I'm sure you guys all know that. I got to watch a little bit backstage, and there was this incredible push in on you, and I thought, what an extraordinary young talent. So it's an honor to have been a part of your
Aw.
story on the show.
I mean, she gave birth to Judith.
Oh my gosh. And Chandler, man, I will never forget the first time, like you were on a panel at New York Comic Con, you were tiny, you know, like it was like the second season of the show or something. And just spontaneously, I was like, what is your weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse? Do you remember what you said?
Flamethrower with a bayonet.
Flamethrower with a bayonet. I'm like, damn, this kid knows his stuff. You were actually in tonight's episode, right?
I was actually, yeah. I wanted to, I wanted to come there and be there for the last day on set of filming. And God, I think it was Denise. I don't think, no, Denise isn't up here. Wherever you are, Denise.
She's here.
I think she like grabbed me and was like, go get in the background, go get in the shot. And I think Greg, I think you handed me like, Chet's hat or something.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah,
stuffed
someone
me in the
did post a
background, so
picture of
he
it,
gave me a
yeah,
pose,
yeah.
So I'm just
Oh,
in one of
okay.
the shots. Yeah, I'm in the background at the hilltop, just.
Listen, if it does get emotional, I have some Kleenex here.
Oh, wow, and the pudding. Let
I'm surprised Chandler still talks to me after the pudding episode.
I mean, that was, yeah.
That was a big one.
Kaylee, what was your favorite part of shooting the finale?
Well, it was very different for me because usually I'm asking to go fight or killing a zombie or something. So to be like pale and like basically dead was cool. But just reuniting with everybody. I mean, we haven't really got to do that since COVID, so we had a lot of people in this episode, and it was really fun.
Yeah. I mean,
hopefully she's
Sarah,
going to be in
did
more
you,
stuff.
From your time on the show, did you make lifelong friends from the
Saw
show?
her very
How was the
briefly in
experience?
Loki.
Nah, man,
Yeah,
screw
yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
No, of course. I mean, some of the most important people in my life I met on this show. Some of them are on the stage. And I think the extraordinary gift of the show is that there's a lot of people that I've never worked with who've become friends. I mean, Jeff and I never shared a single frame of it, but over the course of the conventions and,
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
I bet.
kind of being in the family, you form connections and friendships. And I, roped him into doing a stupid little part in something I wrote, and like you become
Oh, wow.
a little bit like a company of actors, and kind of the way that it seems that something similar has happened with the fans, that they've created a community with one another.
Oh, they definitely
and
have.
those relationships seem to endure. That matters, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You see the
matters.
connections
It's
everywhere.
Been so great to
Yeah.
see you go off and do acting and directing and writing and doing so many wonderful things.
Thank you.
And it's so interesting that we're at the end of this journey. It's still surreal and mind blowing to me. But Kaylee, Judith says Daryl, speaking of endings, deserves a happy one. So what would she wish for him? What is his happy ending?
Well, I think anybody's happy ending would be no zombies.
Yeah, that's the point.
A family.
I wondered if that would be the thing.
Sorry.
But then the
Maybe
spin-offs
like
wouldn't exist.
I don't know, Norman. Like a dinner with like pizza, fondue.
She's got a little bit of sass.
I like your style.
Yeah.
Like a cheese fondue and a chocolate fondue with marshmallows.
That would be very nice.
With marshmallows.
Those would be very nice things to have. Maybe they,
She's got that Valley Girl
they
thing
could be
going
in the
down.
upcoming Daryl Dixon spinoff, possibly. I don't know, but we can see because I'm very excited to show you first look photos from the new series, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon.
Okay, well, I don't see a dog. Oh, no, she's looking after the dog,
There
isn't
he
she?
is.
Yeah.
He's traded in his
She's taking after him,
motorbike
yeah.
for a horsey.
For a horsey.
What can you tease about what Daryl gets up to
Let me
in the
guess.
spinoff?
It's called
Well, I
Horse.
can't say that I drove that horse into a wall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's different in tone. It's
How do you drive a horse into a wall?
Drive.
I did it, right? Yeah.
I did it, right?
Wait, it was a wall that had spikes to keep zombies out, and the horse went right into the spikes. Fortunately,
It's
it's
fine.
okay because they were fake spikes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relieved.
It's very. There's a.
Sound insane to anyone else?
It's very tunnel vision. There's a focus in it that I'm really enjoying over there. I have to say it's epic in scale. We're in castles and there's moats and everyone's speaking French. And part of the story is Jill trying to figure out what they're saying and is this going to be a fight? Is he going to get out of it?
That's spoiled for you, then.
I'm very excited about it. It's really.
Oh,
cool.
what are they saying,
Well,
Trin?
before we
I
go to break,
don't
I'm excited
know.
to share that TWDU Shop has partnered with Bear Walker to celebrate the Walking Dead series finale. Bear Walker has created 2 exclusive Walking Dead themed boards. These Daryl and Negan themed boards feature beautiful detailing specific to each character. With
Wow,
Daryl's
the
Dog
teeth, his
at the
famous
bottom.
wings,
Is it?
arrows, and of
Yeah.
course dog.
Oh, a
plus
Negan one,
very
Lucille.
special Negan design. These boards are handcrafted using cutting-edge technology and old-school woodworking techniques. They're available at twdushop.com.
There was a
so
time
make
in my
sure
life
to
I would have
check
snapped
it
that
out.
up.
Pick up one or both. Who knows?
Yeah, well.
Get them for yourself.
I
The
appreciate
holidays are coming
my
up. Who knows?
knees too much now.
Coming up, we have more surprises in store. Plus, the exclusive teaser of The Walking Dead, Dead City. And later, Denai will be joining us to discuss the Rick and Michonne spinoff. Please don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Oh, hey, what's going on up there?
Hey. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a little
Ooh.
sneak peek. Ooh, wait, I know that actor. Definitely know those two.
It's so quick. Oh, and this guy.
Is that Aaron? I'm so hyped to get into this other stuff, man.
Oh.
Welcome back to Talking Dead. The Walking Dead finale. That was an exclusive teaser from The Walking Dead, Dead City. Lauren Cohan, what are you most excited to share with the fans about Dead City?
Zombies like that. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was that. What did you say?
Nothing.
Walkers?
I didn't say
I can't hear
anything.
you. You might need to move your
Yes,
mic
yes, yes.
closer.
No, we are so.
I can hear you
we
talking, but I
wrapped,
can't hear
like,
what you're saying.
A week ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're pretty excited. We have a lot of great. Oh, what do you even say? I mean, it's like, what's good about Christmas?
It's singularly focused.
It's like tunnel vision.
It's like tunnel vision.
Tunnel
That's the
vision.
worst answer. I want a do-over.
No?
But now we get to talk about it here rather than go home and think about it alone. You know?
Yeah, it is.
I
It's
need
like,
the answer.
yeah, I know. You just got done with a thing where everything had to be secretive, and now you're back on a thing where everything's got to be secretive
Yeah.
again. But Jeffrey, Negan has had this wild redemption arc. One of the probably great redemption arcs in all of
Amazing
television.
arc with Negan.
What kind of
Yeah.
Negan will we see on Dead City?
I think you'll see a little bit of the old Negan. And a little bit of the new Negan.
Yeah, I've been dying to see a little bit of the
I think
old,
in the
but
last,
doing good,
however
you know.
many years that Negan's been a part of this world, he's learned a lot and he's very adaptive. And I think in
where's
this
his wife?
situation-
Just a little too late.
Oh, Annie, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a little too
A
late.
little too late.
Oh, this is really.
Tell us all how much you learned.
Should have learned this lesson a long time ago.
You know, this is as much a group therapy
It looks
session.
good moving forward for the new show people, though.
That's good. So what Jeffrey is saying is that things move forward, and I think what Michael is saying is you killed him.
Look at Sophia there.
Yeah.
It took me a minute, but I got there.
I know. I just heard this like, who's shouting? It's just like Thanksgiving. Really quick, also, someone from the audience was like, was that Greg Nicotero at the end as a walker? And I just want to also give you a huge hand. Greg has died more times on The Walking Dead.
Oh, is he?
So many wonderful, innovative walkers. It was great to see you
Well,
there.
here's the deal. So, in Daryl's first episode in season 1, in episode 3, I was the walker that was eating the deer.
Yep.
That he killed. So I was Daryl's first walker kill. So I thought that it would make more sense for me to be the last walker that he encounters.
Oh.
So
I was like that walker's brother who's like, I know what you
Gino
did.
Crognoli did my makeup during lunch because I was directing the episode and ran off and we shot that thing. But I just want to say real quick, the makeup effects crew, Andy and Garrett and Kevin Wasner and Gino and Jake and everybody, plus DC, Alan Cody, Jeff January, like the crew, like I just want to I see them and I want to say, these guys have all been amazing.
And also, just really quick, because we got to go to break. Everyone who's played
Just
a
come
walker
back from
on
a
this
break.
show deserves a massive round of
He
applause
had so many
for bringing
breaks.
the realism. It's remarkably hard to be a convincing walker. I tried to do it, and I look like a bad Frankenstein monster. Like it just didn't look good. So it is incredibly hard to do. We're going to take a break, and we come back. Denai's going to join us on this very stage. But first, we polled you to find out what was your favorite walkers in Walking Dead history. Here are the results. Check it out. The top 5 most memorable walkers in the Walking Dead history.
There better be
as
the
voted by
well
you, the
one in there.
fans, Are
There we go.
Well, first guys.
That's number 1 for me. That's number 1. That was disgusting.
Number 4, Michonne's pet walkers.
Right.
They're not the original ones though.
Number 3,
Sophia.
Walker Sophia.
Well, that was just straight up sad.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
iconic. Yeah.
Bicycle Girl Walker.
Yeah.
And the
Oh,
most
and of course,
memorable
yeah.
walker
Okay,
is
so the well walker for
Teddy
me is
Bear
3
Walker.
He's the first one we saw.
then. And one of the very few young kids.
Kids, yeah. True.
There was more, but yeah, it was the very first one. There's very few. Oh no.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought I'd make an effort for this message.
Don't use that accent. Use the other one.
I should have shaved. Anyway,
I should have shaved.
I just wanted to say I love you, every single one of you in that room tonight, and I'm really sorry that Gail and I couldn't be there in our glad rags to join you in a shindig to celebrate the most incredible, momentous, awe-inspiring marathon of a hit show that is The Walking Dead. It is the single most important job of my career. I've made lifelong friends. A lot of you are sat there in the room tonight, and I'm really, really, really sorry that Gail and I can't be there with you to have a good old boogie and glitter bomb Norman on the dance floor. And I just wanted to say, what a thing. The people in the room I don't know, I hope to meet you one day, and thank you for carrying the torch these 11 seasons. Congratulations.
Aww.
Aww.
He should have left,
Back
man.
to The Talking Dead, The Walking Dead finale. That was a message from Rick himself, Andrew Lincoln. And now, please give it up for Denai Gurira.
Hey! At least she showed up. How about that, huh, Andrew?
Yeah, I don't know. It felt a bit cold from him somehow.
Well, no, it's in the UK. It's very cold.
Yeah. I love her.
But no, yeah, you just love him to be here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Denai, it's so good to see you.
Wow. Awesome to be here.
All right, DreamerGirl38 on Twitter. I was so excited to finally see Rick and Michonne. I hate the show had to end, but couldn't have asked for a better ending. Bring on the spin-offs. And then just a lot of people saying, Rick and Michonne! Rick and Michonne! So
It's Michonne, actually?
You're finally back. I mean, what does it mean for you to play Michonne again? And what can you tell us about everything about her? The new equipment, the new gear, like the new story, anything?
Yeah,
you
she
can
had
say?
some.
Not really, but
Of course.
I am
Thank
so
you.
excited to be here. I have to say, watching it tonight was really momentous for me. I cried many times. I was so astounded by the work that you guys do and have done. It was just, I was floored. You guys have just done such an incredible job doing this show, and to finish it like that, I'm truly gobsmacked. I really am. I adore you people. I have just so much respect and love right now. I can't even, I'm overwhelmed.
Aww.
Well, I remember at Comic-Con in San Diego, which was incredible when you and Andy came out, and then we were going to go to dinner or everyone was going to go to dinner that or something. It's like, oh, no. They're going to go, they're going to go right. They're going to go to creative stuff. You're involved with the creative behind the scenes on this show. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah. Gimple, myself, and Andy have been working over the last year and a half or so, I think, really just building up the story and how we complete the story of Rick and Michonne and what happens. And we gave you a little taste, I guess, of the beginnings of what's going to happen. We see something that hints to what's to come. But yeah, it's been really interesting to actually be involved in really the nitty-gritty of putting a show together. Thankfully, these are some of the best folks in the world to me, dear family, working with Andy and Gimple. So it's fun as well as a ton of work. But we're I'm really excited. I think it's gonna come together in a really
excited
awesome
to
way,
watch
and
it.
I think
Yeah,
folks
same.
are gonna like it.
Well, I just also want to say to Mr. Gimple, I mean, it's like this chapter is done. How do you feel looking back now that, you've had this journey?
The first thing I want to say is, Mr. Kirkman, all thanks to him on this. Galen Hurd, Dave Alpert. I was wearing this tie when I interviewed with them. And a sweater vest.
Every day since.
Yeah, every day since. And then I was wearing a sweater vest, so I have no reason to be here right now. And in fact, I was glancing in the crowd, and I thought I saw myself. And when I did, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Meaning I was a fan of this show for the first season. And to be sitting up here with these people and to take this journey with them, this has all been about people. This has all been about very different people coming together.
Yeah.
That phrase, we're the ones who live.
Yeah.
That is about
They really hammered that
people
home,
connecting
didn't they, in
and
the end?
being forever connected and living on through them. That all these lives, all the fans,
So what can I
all
call the
people who
new
make
show?
this show, when we watch
There
the
you go.
show, when we remember the show, we become one long life. And that's a beautiful thing about what we do. And it's the biggest privilege about what we do.
That's really meta,
And,
actually, that
I
title.
could talk for 15 more minutes
Yeah.
on it. I won't. But I can't. I just feel incredibly grateful for the people.
Yeah.
For the people of these last 10 years.
And you
these
mentioned-
last 12 years.
You mentioned so many great names, Dave Alpert and Galen Hurd, and Greg mentioned Frank Darabont, who helped bring the show
Yeah,
to
look,
television.
and we can't. You got to remember, John Bernthal, Emma Bell, Laurie Holden, like Jeff DeMont. Like when we started the show, Sarah No was like we were this little group of people. We did 6 episodes. We didn't know what we were making.
I want to see Andrea.
We just knew that we wanted to make the best story that we can make. So it was to go from that to where we are now.
It was humble.
Yeah.
Well, we are almost at the end. We have one more break left. Memorable moment you're not going to want to miss. We'll be right back.
Oh, come on, man. I also wouldn't mind seeing the governor come on stage, standing next to Negan, and then we can know for
I think
sure.
they probably did it throughout the season with The Talking Dead, and this is just more focused on the last one.
It's nearly over, and what better way to say goodbye?
Oh,
than
Herschel.
alongside
Hey,
the
no,
cast
the-
who
our
are all here
guy.
tonight, made the show
Thingy.
so special for
his
fans from
name.
around the world. For 12 years, the show has been
Alden
there
Herschel.
through good
Alden,
times
yeah.
and bad times,
Yeah.
through kids growing up, through the loss of loved ones. It's
Morgan's
all about
behind.
finding that
yeah.
ray of hope to survive, because even in the darkest of times, you never know what light is around the corner, and that is my takeaway from the show. It is
Can't
hopeful
believe so
in the
many
midst
old
of this
faces.
dreadful apocalypse that is the setting for The Walking Dead. Thank you to the amazing cast. who's treated me like one of them. Thank you, even though I'm this dorky guy off to the side. Thank you to AMC for letting us do the show and celebrate the finale. Shows don't get to do that. This is huge. There's more Walking Dead story to tell. Hopefully we'll be there right along with it. And to you, the fans, I thank you, because without you, none of this exists.
Oh, it's his wife.
This is a
Yeah, it's
beautiful
his,
and
the real
vibrant
wife
fan
that was in
community
that
that has given
episode,
me some of the
Negan.
best moments, not just of my career, but of my life. Thank you so much. We ain't The Walking Dead. We are The Walking Dead family. I want to thank you from all of us at the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles. Please stay safe. Take care of each other.
Oh, look at
And
young
good night.
RJ.
Bye-bye.
Look.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all there.
He'll be growing a beard soon. I can't believe that's it. Oh. Morgan's having a drink. Wow, that's a very fitting way to end. I'll just check for any extra scene. No, I'm kidding.
No, we
all right.
wish for.
Go on, Trin.
Yeah, it was so emotional. I mean, they started big with like putting the first ones they came in with out, like, Carol, Daryl, Negan and Maggie, like straight away, like I've had tears, instant tears. And yeah, seeing them being very emotional about it as well. I know that you can't ask like he was asking them questions like how you felt about this and that, but they're also like shooting the scenes, separately, so they don't have the whole story back to back like we get it. So they can't give, like, if they didn't see the episode, they won't give an actual reaction to what they did. But it's been actually probably one of the longest projects they did in their lives, for a show as actors. So yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I found it odd to ask, is it Lauren Cohen?
Maggie, yeah.
What it felt like. Can't really, I mean, she knows how to act it, but like, she's not feeling it. Not really. Because if she was feeling it, half the cast, if they actually felt the stuff they were going through this show, would probably be on drugs. It would be too much. It was too much for the people in the show. But that's what made them special, the fact that they could keep going. But yeah, I mean, and it can't be easy as well to answer that question when you've got like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They're probably good friends at this point if they're doing another show and there's already a trailer for it, so they've already shot some stuff. They're probably really, really great friends at this point.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, do
you can't just say, I hate him?
I mean, you could answer do you miss the actor who plays Glenn? Yes, very much. Yeah, that was really sad to see him go, and you could relate to it at that point. But I will also say, like you hear people say it all the time, about, oh, we're a family, and everyone's come up together and everyone's appreciated, and you think, okay, you got to go through the spiel. Sometimes people can't deliver that well. That guy did. And it's not on the same level by any means, but since we started doing it and we've kind of got this community together, and everyone's come in and shown how much they care and trying to protect us from spoilers, and I felt the same way. I was excited to get to the end, but terrified at the same time, because like without all these people that have got us here, I don't know what else we have. Luckily, people are sticking around for other stuff, for The Walking Dead, mainly, I would guess. But it hits home when you start to realize how many people have come together for this one show, and making it must be like 500 times.
Yeah.
Because the way more effort that goes into it. I mean, we're watching it, so it's like that much effort compared to making the show. It's like, not even that. You
like,
probably
it's
a
less than
wing.
that.
But no, this has been so much fun, and we still have one more video related to this. We need to do our tier lists.
Yes.
I don't know how much depth we'll go into, see how long it runs, but yeah, we'll do a season tier list. Try and go into the seasons as much as we can, but we've got to do the character tier list, and what we're going to use is a generic website where it has all of the cast as best it can.
Yeah, and
we'll do those.
rate
but
them.
We're not going to do every extra or someone that was only in an episode. I think they don't include them, but there's a lot of people. It's really sad.
It's hard to let go. Yeah,
It is
hard to let go. Yeah.
It is. We're hanging on for dear life, so we're going to make another video out of it, and then we'll move into World Beyond, and it's still the Walking Dead universe. I don't know if we can see, and I don't want it spoiled. I don't know if we can see any characters that we know in there or the Tales of the Walking Dead. But for sure, we're going to see characters we know in the Daryl and Negan Maggie thing.
Absolutely.
And I don't want any answers about where Negan's wife is.
Yeah, no, we don't want anything. We don't want to know.
No, we'll find out. I'm sure they will explain.
Yeah.
She's just home, man. She's knitting.
She's having the baby.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm super hyped. I've got nothing else to say about this. What about you, Trin?
Yeah, I'm all done with this one.
Okay, cool. It was emotional, good fun, and we'll catch you all in the next thing.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye, guys.